Hi everyone! Welcome back to another week of STEMpower. This week we will be learning about the human body. This week's fun fact is that you can't sneeze with your eyes open, at least not normally. We will learn about the human body through making a human body anatomy diagram as well as playing a game called IC. The first activity that we will be doing is the human body anatomy diagram. For this activity, you will need scissors, glue, construction paper, white paper, and Q-tips. Start by making a skull by drawing a skull shape on a white sheet of paper and cutting it out. Share your paper with others so you don't waste it. Then, cut out 2 small circles and a triangle from another piece of black construction paper. This will be the holes for the nose and the eyeballs. Share this paper as well. Glue these onto the skull. The mouth can be drawn to the skull with a black pen. Draw the mouths so that the teeth are showing. Then, make fingers for the skeleton. There are 2 hands and 5 fingers on each one, so you need to make sure you make a total of 10 fingers. Take 5 cotton swabs, cut each one in half through the middle, and set these to the side. We won't be needing them yet. Now, it's time to connect all the pieces together. Place the black construction paper in front of yourself, portrait style. Then, glue the skull near the top center portion of the paper. Now, we will make the skeleton's ribs. Take 6 cotton swabs and line them horizontally right underneath the skull. Glue them to the paper. The spine will be placed vertically with one end starting at the skull's chin and the other end extending slightly past the end of the horizontal ribcage array. Use 4 swabs to make the legs. 2 swabs will be used for each leg. One that represents the portion of the leg that's above the knee and the other that is the part below. You can glue these onto the paper. You can make the legs in different poses than I did, but make sure that real humans would be able to make their legs in the same shape. Next, cut another swab in half to make 2 feet. Glue these onto the ends of the legs. You can use 4 swabs to make the arms. 2 swabs will be used for each arm. You can choose to position your skeleton's arm in any way you want, but they should still resemble arms. Finally, we need to glue on the hands. You should still have the fingers that you cut out from step 5. Attach and glue 5 fingers that are spaced equally apart onto the end of each arm. At the end, you can add any decorations that you would like to your skeleton. For example, you can add some shoes or a watch or bracelet. Now, look at this picture and see if you can find some of the bones on your skeleton. Discuss. Did you know that we have some body parts that are currently not useful to us? Do you know of any example body parts that are like this? How long does bone healing occur? Bones generally take about 6 to 12 weeks to heal. Normally, children's bones heal faster than adults. However, you should still take care of your body. We have medical and technological advances that allow us to heal our bones faster, but it's still painful. When we are born with 270 bones, but this decreases to 206 when we become adults. The largest bone in our body is called the femur, and it is located in your thigh, right above your knee, and you can see it here on my diagram. The bone is made up of compact bone, spongy bone, as well as bone marrow. Compact bone is what you see on the outside. It creates this smooth surface. Spongy bone is right on the inside, and it helps absorb the impact when we jump or fall so that our bones don't break as easily. Finally, on the inside, there's bone marrow, and you can see that it is located on the very inside. And what bone marrow does is that it produces cells that help you fight off infections when you become sick, and also just help grow new cells in the body. Our second activity is called IC. For this activity, you will need white paper as well as a black pen or pencil. Line up in a single file line. The first 4 students will be the first to play. You will get a sheet of white paper and a black pencil or pen. The first 4 students will each stand in one corner of the room. You will begin the game. The other 3 students should turn so that their backs are facing the wall. The starting student will write a phrase or sentence on their sheet of paper. At least 8 words, but try not to make it too long. Then you can call out the second student and hold your sheet of paper, if you're the first student, in front of your chest. The second student you just called will turn around and attempt to read what the first student has written. The second person will copy down what they think they're seeing onto their sheet of paper. And the first person will turn back to face the wall. Then the second person will hold their paper in front of their chest, and the third person will try to read what they see on the second person's paper. We'll repeat this until all 4 students have done this, except for the first student. So once the last student has written on their sheet of paper, the first 3 students should go outside or go to the side of the room away from the other students who are in a line, so that you cannot reveal the sentence to other people. You will not be allowed to talk between yourselves about the phrase, and you can't react to how the phrase is changing. The next 3 students in the line will continue the game by taking the place of the first 3. You will repeat what the first group did. Once the second round is done, the student left over from the first round will leave, along with 2 more, until the last person from the second round is left. Continue the game until the last student is reached. Once the game is over, the last student should reveal what's on their sheet. Then, the first student can reveal what they originally wrote. See if anything has changed. Then, all the students should line up with their papers in a row, from student 1's to the last person's. Where have things changed? For the students who wrote something incorrectly, why was it hard for them to see? Was the text too light, too small, or too blurry? You can play the game again if you'd like. What should you do if your vision starts to get blurry? You should tell your parents and go see an eye doctor. It is not scary at all, and your eye doctor can help fix your vision before it gets bad. Trying on glasses can be rather fun, and you can try on different ones to see how they look on your face. It is important to regularly check your eyesight to make sure that it doesn't worsen over time. When your vision starts to get blurry, that means that the way light is being received by your retina, which is located in the back of your eyeball, is changing. Your eye might be too long or too short, or something in your eye might not be working, like your cornea. What are some ways you can protect your eyes? Make sure you wear sunglasses or a hat when you go outside so your eyes are not subject to direct sunlight. Never look in the sun or a bright source of light, and make sure you always have enough light when you're reading books. It is also very important to take frequent breaks when looking at computers, TVs, or phones. Normally, every 20 minutes you should look away for 20 seconds and try to find the farthest thing away from your desk as possible. I hope you had fun today. What did you learn? What do you still want to know? Today we learned about the eye and how vision can be affected, as well as some parts of the human body and bone structure. So, knowing this, I hope you share this knowledge with others, and I hope you had fun today learning about the human body. I'll see you next week. Bye!